Wednesday, well, we have made it to the midweek mark. You might run into some patchy fog out there if you were headed east this morning, so just be mindful of that. But that cloud cover is going to increase as a strong cold front is set to make its way through the region this afternoon, bringing in some breezy conditions and colder temperatures this evening. Wesco Home Furnishings Tower Cam, let's take a look right here. You can kind of see a little bit of that fog, but we're not going to be affected by it as much as some of our eastern areas towards the Ozarks past Springfield. They are seeing some of a dense fog buildup for sure, but we are nice and clear on our radar. Fremont First Alert Doppler showing us this, but we are cold this morning. Temperatures in the 20s, no surprise there. We have been dealing with some wintry weather this week, and now we are on the drier side of things, but those temperatures are not picking up just yet. Feeling like the teens earlier this morning for some of the area. Springfield around 17 degrees and then 20s across the board as well. Bottom line, you definitely want to bundle up. And this evening, if you're going to be at the Webb City Christmas Parade, you want to bundle up for sure. We were at the Joplin Christmas Parade yesterday. It was so much fun. It was so nice to hand out candy to everyone, say hi. It was just a great time. Nice to get into the holiday spirit for sure. But this dense fog is really starting to build, and you can see some instances of it starting to accumulate across the 4 states as well. Really coming in. So it is reducing visibility for some areas down to a mile. So yes, you do want to be careful this morning for sure. But this cold front is going to move into the region going into our afternoon. As this strong frontal boundary starts to move in, it is going to carry in a change in winds. We are going to shift from a southerly flow to a northerly flow, and it is going to bring these temperatures down going into our evening for sure. We are going to see lows tonight in the teens and 20s, and then going into tomorrow, we are going to see some highs also in the 30s, just above freezing. Some areas will likely be below freezing for those highs. Then we are going to start to dry up. We'll start to see some influence from some high pressure as we get into our weekend. Temperatures are going to pick back up going into our weekend as well, but these gusts today are going to be coming in. We'll see some gusts close to 25 miles an hour this evening, so it will be not only cold, cloudy, but it will also be breezy tonight as we go to that parade today, and we're going to see those gusts, as I said, close to 25 miles an hour. Some areas a little bit above that. We are going to have these temperatures also kind of be, I say, a little bit bipolar. We're going to see them drop quite low, about 20 to 25 degrees below that average. Then we're going to pick back up, but the trend is we're going to be below average all week. But trending into the next week, early next week, we should start to finally feel like fall once again. Yes, it is still fall. I even forget myself because we are already talking about wintry precipitation this week. We could possibly see some light flurries going into late tomorrow evening, a light band, possibly snow as well. About 20% chance for that, and is expected to be more so north of I-44, so most of us will not be affected by that, but we are going to remain on the drier side of things as far as just the normal rain goes. Over the next 6 to 10 days, we will hopefully see more rain make its way back to the 4 states over the next couple of weeks. But highs for today around 46 degrees in Joplin. We are also going to see 49 in Grove and 43 in Stockton, but these temperatures are going to pick up after Thursday. Just got to get through Thursday first, getting into the near freezing highs for us, and tonight we'll see lows in the 20s, possibly some teens as well. Here's a look at your KSN forecast from your local weather authority. Today's high 46 degrees. Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. We've made it to the midweek mark. Christmas parades this week. We were at Joplin last night. We'll be at Webb City this evening, and tomorrow we will be at the West 7th Street Walmart shaking some bells. Excited to raise some money for the Salvation Army, so we hope to see you there between 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And then the whole KSN team will also be out there throughout today trying to raise some money for a good cause. Increasing cloud cover is going to build in today. We are already seeing that on our Wesco Home Furnishings Tower Cam. Look at that right there. At least we're seeing a little bit of that sunshine outside as well, but that'll start to decrease throughout our day as a strong cold front is on the way, and our temperatures are freezing as well. We're in the 20s, some low 30s on the board, around 27 degrees in Joplin, 29 to 30 in Stockton, and also 27 in Springfield. But we are nice and dry on our Fremont First Alert Doppler, and we are going to see those drier conditions remain for today. Feeling like the 20s though, a couple teens on the board. Winds are coming in from the south about 5 to 10 miles an hour, but that northerly flow is going to make its way to us as that front does start to move in. Off to the east though, if you are heading towards Springfield and the eastern Ozarks, you want to be mindful. Visibility is expected to be reduced, possibly down to a mile. Yes, because the freezing fog is in effect, and we do have an advisory over there past us in the eastern Ozarks, and that is set to last from about midnight right now till about 9 a.m. this morning. So just be aware of that if you're traveling in that direction for work. But this is the frontal boundary that is making its way into the region. You'll see that through the area around noon this afternoon, and then it will pass through, delivering us some cold temperatures this evening. So if you will be at the Webb City City Parade tonight, you definitely want to bundle up, keep all the layers on you for sure. We'll start to see some of that high pressure move off to the east, and we are going to see some of that cloud cover build in as well, seeing that today for sure. But then we will start to see a little bit of that start to clear up. We'll see those winds really pick up as far as this evening goes. Some gusts are going to get close to 25 to 30 miles an hour for tonight. So it'll be cloudy, cold, and also breezy for us this evening. As those breezes start to take over the 4 states, we'll see that remain going into our evening and then also early into Thursday as well. But highs tomorrow are going to drop back down to about 20 to 25 degrees below that seasonal average. Today we are in the 40s, which is still a warm up for us, but we are still not in the 50s where we should be. We're going to drop off into tomorrow as the effects of that frontal boundary are going to hit the 4 states, bringing us that colder air mass, and then we'll pick back up going into our weekend for highs back into the 40s. By early next week, though, we could finally be feeling like fall, taking us closer to that seasonal average in the 50s, kind of sandwiched in between that warmer air off to our west and then that colder air that is starting to kind of shift off to the east over the next 6 to 10 days. And we are anticipated to be drier as well, and that trend is not expected to change over the next week, but we could use some of that rain. Possibly could see a little bit of freezing rain tomorrow evening and light snow north of I-44 tomorrow, so some of our northern areas could see a little bit of a light band of some flurries. But our highs for today are going to be in the 40s, around 46 degrees in Joplin, 49 in Grove, and we're going to see those lows drop into the 20s for us this evening to make for some cold temperatures for sure. Here's your KSM forecast from your local weather authority. Let's take a look at that right there. 46 for us today, increasing cloud cover is for